Okay, good afternoon from a very wet North Oxfordshire, and this is your update video number 14. In this video, man flu is getting the better of me. I need to do more FPV drone flights. Pens and inks with a budget haul from Amazon. Have I just made a DJI Mic upgrade or downgrade? And it's another Sunday activity update. So yeah, as I said, it's a very wet Sunday afternoon. And yes, I have man flu, or I've got a bit of a cold. Not really flu, but every time I get a cold, it sort of affects the back of my throat straight away. So eventually I will start sounding like Batman.
I'm Batman.
In the next few days, I should imagine. It's already started. You can hear I'm a little bit sort of throaty, a little bit husky. And also, obviously, with having this cold, it all goes down to my old aching bones. So I've had quite a bit of hip impingement this week, from my hip down to my knee, also down to my shin as well. I've had to put my legs up and try and rest them and try and get some circulation going. So that being said, first excuse, I think the activity is going to be quite low this week. One thing I have noticed with doing it in this wet weather, I'm being a bit risky with having this camera out in the rain, but I have noticed that this jacket, this cheap old Timu jacket, feels like it's now waterproof with the Scotch Guard coating. The cap, which is underneath the hood, let's take that off. I'm not sure about that yet, let's have a look. No, it doesn't seem to have worked with the cap. The cap seems to be taking in the water, so I don't think the Scotch Guard coating worked on this cap. So we might have to change it and try and waterproof another one. Anyway, onwards. So one of the reasons I came down this way for a walk in the rain is I like the look of these trees over here. Really, really tall, massive trees. I want to put the drone up in there at some point, but today's not really a good day for drones. A little bit windy, I say windy, it's just a bit of a breeze. And I would like to get in there with some drones and see what's happening. Especially at the moment, you can see all those lovely yellow colours, a few reds in there. Don't know whether you can see that in this beautiful wet weather. But yeah, some nice little colours in there. Gonna have a walk over there, see if I can find somewhere to sit down and carry on with this update. Really didn't think that sunflowers lasted this long. I thought by now they'd literally be sort of dying off, but there's still some real beautiful looking ones in this little bit of the field. And these little purple flowers that are coming through are absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. Anyway, onwards. So I've walked past this place a few times and I'm not sure what it is. It's obviously looked after in some way, so I think it's part of the grounds of somewhere, but it's completely open, you can get in here. Doesn't seem to be a fence, but it looks really nice. So I'm going to have a quick wander up, see what we've got. I think this could be a prime area for doing a bit of FPV at some point. Yeah, there's no sign saying it's private. So we'll have a little look, see if we can find somewhere to have a seat. So as I said, more FPV flying. This week I went to a local well-known woods and did some FPV through the woods. It was really good. pretty much say that I lost the drone twice. That was my main thing that happened. But I need to learn more, I need to get more practice in, and I need to be doing probably more sort of woods like this, which are a little bit sort of more open. But yeah, we're going to get back to doing some FPV stuff on the channel, probably more regularly, just so I can get the practice in, because if I don't, and I want to invest in a better drone and also go to manual control, then there's no point. I'm just going to literally go to manual control and smash my new drone when I eventually get it into a tree, which nobody wants, and it'll probably be good for YouTube, but I'm not going to do that. So while we're here in this nice comfortable spot, I had a budget haul of pens and inks from Amazon, and it sort of revived my channel a little bit around the pens side of things. Back in the saddle with pens and inks. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's where the initial part of my journey began on YouTube. And the video that I put out this week about the 2 new pens and the 2 new inks that I bought on Amazon is starting to grow very slowly, and the retention on it is absolutely amazing. After a minute, retention is still over 70%, and even further in, up to 5 minutes long, you're still getting spikes of 70%, which is crazy. I've never had that really on a video. I've had ones that are still sort of performing around 60% after 30 seconds, but then trail off. This one is up and down all the way through the video. And I've got the feeling that's down to some of the time points I put within the video, and also it's going back to that core base of my subscribers. So let me know in the comments what you think of my pen videos. Go and check out the links in the description. They will link to my pen rabbit hole playlist, and also I'll put the other playlists in there for the FPV as well. Right, so have a little walk through here. Yeah, this wood looks a lot better to try and fly drones in, but I need to go and have a look to see what this is connected to, because it looks like a very well kept wood. So yeah, trails are kept nice and clear. There doesn't seem to be any sort of nettles that you can fly into. It's all very open. So yeah, let's find out. So the other thing, which is a regular appearance on my channel, is this thing here. This is a DJI Mic 2. I was going to say 3. No, it's a DJI Mic 2. And I've used this for all my YouTube content pretty much when I've been out and about since I started with this Osmo Pocket 3. And it syncs up beautifully. And I'm wondering whether or not, look at this bridge. Wow. Hamwell Brook just there. You see it? Don't know if you can see it. Here we go. So yeah, I got distracted for a minute. So I'm wondering if I've made a silly decision. So at the moment I've got the Mic 2, which is I've got on my jacket just there. I've now invested in the Mic Mini. Is it an upgrade? Is it a downgrade? I don't know. I'm going to do a video on my channel, and I'm going to basically put them up against each other, see how they perform. I think they perform pretty well against each other, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't done full testing. I will do that next week and see what you guys think. Right, let's just do a quick test right now to see what you think. So this is a test with the Mic 2 on my jacket, no wind barrier. How does this sound? You're now listening to the Mic Mini. This is a test for the Mic Mini. Let me know what you think and how it sounds. So I thought I would carry on the rest of this video with the Mic Mini to see how it performs. Please let me know in the comments what you think. I'll be doing the full test later this week on both mics, and yeah, let me know what you think. So the last thing on my list of things to look at are the Sunday activity. So yes, it's Sunday again. I know I said I'm going to go back to the Monday, but I think Sunday's a lot better, a lot easier, a lot more relaxed. I'm not thinking to myself, I've got to get this done and get back, do some work. Because those of you who don't know, I'm self-employed, so I have to work from home. and basically make sure the time I'm spending is worthwhile and earning me money. So yes, we need to look at that, and I think Sundays is going to be my activity update day. It means you guys get the activity update 6 o'clock in the morning the following day, which is great because it means you then don't miss out. It's more in line with what I've been doing, and also we're still in the same week as such when we're doing the activity update. So right, let's have a look. So last week's metrics were good. They're very good. They're actually surprisingly good, even though I had a bit of hip impingement. And we got, 54 kilometres, nearly 70,000 steps and 137 floor climbs, which was amazing considering I did have that issue with hip impingement. So this week's metrics are on the screen just now. They're just here. So what are your thoughts? Let me know. I know they're going to be a lot lower. I don't know yet, but I know they're going to be a lot lower due to the fact that I've had major hip impingement this week because of the cold and it going down onto my bones and my joints. So yeah, we're going to have a big dive in the metrics. But enough of the excuses. Next week we do better, okay? And that concludes the activity update. Right, let's get out of here and get back home in the dry, shall we? Let me know in the comments about anything I've spoken about in this activity update. And if you like this video, click the like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications. I'll be back in the next video later on in the week. Catch you then.